I want to move on to Trump and the economy. Our guest met with one of the key members of Mr. Trump's inner circle last week to discuss economic policy. Steve Moore is with us this morning. All right, Steve, you met Senator Jeff Sessions, big Trump supporter. Can you give us some clarity on exactly what Mr. Trump's plan for the economy would be?
Hi, Stuart. Well, Larry Kudlow, my buddy, famous Reagan economist, and I did meet with Jeff Sessions last week, and Jeff Sessions is, very high up in the hierarchy of the Trump campaign, no question about it. And I can't tell you all the specific details that we talked about, but I will tell you this. He reinforced the idea that Donald Trump is totally committed to this tax cut plan, Stuart. I know there were these stories out last week that maybe he might want to abandon the tax cut. No, Jeff Sessions said, look, this is one of the single most important things Donald Trump wants to do. He also talked about, bringing the budget down and getting, Jeff Sessions was the Budget Committee chairman in the Senate for almost 4 or 5 years. He knows the budget better than anybody. And he said, look, we're going to work together to bring this budget deficit down and balance the budget for the first time in 25 years.
I think that's what a lot of people want to hear, some clarity on the tax cut from Donald Trump if he becomes the president. That's what people want to hear about. All right, Steve, I've got another one for you. Listen to what Hillary Clinton says about Mr. Trump's proposals. Roll that tape. Listen in, Steve.
In the course of this campaign, we are going to demonstrate he has no ideas. There's no evidence he has any ideas about making America great, as he advertises. He seems to be particularly focused on making himself appear great.
Well, what do you say to that, Steve? He's focused on making himself great. Okay, well, take it to pieces. Go ahead.
Well, look, first of all, Donald Trump is a successful businessman. There's no question about it. One of the most successful businessmen we have in this country. And I've been involved in politics for 30 years. The idea of having someone who knows something about business, because let's face it, Barack Obama knew nothing about business and never ran a business, never even worked for a business. And Hillary Clinton has been in the political sphere for all her life virtually, except when she was a lawyer. So, for her to say that Donald Trump doesn't know anything about creating jobs, Hillary Clinton's never created a job outside the public sector in her life, except for campaign stuff.
She says, I'll bring back Bill. And Bill did create some jobs. Well, jobs were created in the 1990s under first President Clinton, Bill Clinton. Now, what do you make of that suggestion? I'll bring Bill back to do things.
If I actually believed that, Stuart, if I actually thought that Hillary Clinton would govern as a centrist, moderate, New Democrat, the way that Bill Clinton did after he lost that huge election in 1994, I would actually give serious consideration to Hillary Clinton, because those were growth years for the economy, no question about it. Once you had that Republican Congress and Bill Clinton in office, the economy boomed, and you know what happened to the stock market. But Hillary is against everything that Bill Clinton was for. Hillary is not for free trade. Hillary is not for welfare reform. Hillary is not for a balanced budget. Remember, it was Bill Clinton. Remember this, Stuart? Bill Clinton was the president who said the era of big government is over. Remember that?
I do.
Hillary Clinton doesn't believe that. She wants to expand everything. Her agenda is basically, I listened to her economist last week. He said, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to double down on Obamacare. We're going to have more, quote, infrastructure projects. And we're going to have more social programs. And I'm like, well, how is that any different from what Barack Obama has done for the last 7 years? This is the problem, quite frankly, for Hillary. Ask yourself this, folks. What will Hillary Clinton do that's any different than what Barack Obama has done? And the results have not been good for the economy.
Okay, famous last words. Thank you very much indeed, Steve Moore. We will see you again very soon. All right.